A World of Three Zeros by Muhammad Yunus, the winner of the Nobel Peace Prize, author of the New York Times bestseller Banker to the Poor. And what are these three zeros he's talking about? The new economics of zero poverty, he says, zero unemployment, and zero net carbon emissions. I'm going to read from the inner jacket of the cover. A winner of the Nobel Peace Prize offers his vision of an emerging new economic system that can save humankind and the planet. Muhammad Yunus, who created microcredit, invented social business, and earned a Nobel Peace Prize for his work in alleviating poverty in one of today's most trenchant social critics. Is one of today's most trenchant social critics, right? Now he declares it's time to admit that the capitalist engine is broken, that in its current form, it inevitably leads to rampant inequality, massive unemployment, and environmental destruction. We need a new economic system that unleashes altruism as a creative force just as powerful as self-interest. Is this a pipe dream? Not at all. In the last decade, thousands of people and organizations have already embraced Yunus's vision of a new form of capitalism, launching innovative social businesses designed to serve human needs rather than accumulate wealth. They are bringing solar energy to millions of homes in Bangladesh, turning thousands of unemployed young people into entrepreneurs through equity investments, financing female-owned businesses in cities across the United States, bringing mobility, shelter, and other services to the rural poor in France, and creating a global support network to help young entrepreneurs launch their new startups. In a world of three zeros, Yunus describes the new civilization emerging from the economic experiments his work has helped inspire. He explains how global companies like McCain, Renault, Aslor, and Danone got involved with this new economic model through their own social action groups, describes the ingenious new financial tools, and it's continuing on the inner jacket of the back cover. New funding, social businesses, and sketches the legal and regulatory changes needed to jumpstart the next wave of socially driven innovations. And he invites young people, businesses, and political leaders and ordinary citizens to join the movement and help create the better world we all dream of. That's his photo here. The Norwegian Nobel Committee in Praise writes, Muhammad Yunus has shown himself to be a leader who has managed to translate visions into practical action for the benefit of millions of people, not only in Bangladesh, but also in many other countries. Los Angeles Times. Muhammad Yunus is a practical visionary who has improved the lives of millions of people in his native Bangladesh and elsewhere in the world. Let's see what President Barack Obama has to say about in praise for Muhammad Yunus. He writes, Muhammad Yunus left the classroom for a village and discovered that just $27 would free dozens of artisans, vendors, and rickshaw pullers from debt. Yunus was just trying to help a village, but he somehow managed to change the world. Then Fortune magazine writes, Yunus's idea inspired countless numbers of young people to devote themselves to social causes all over the world. Let's see what President Jimmy Carter has to say. He says, by giving poor people the power to help themselves, Dr. Yunus has offered them something far more valuable than a plate of food, security in its most fundamental form. So all that in praise of the book. Well, you can see page 266. He writes, "We are fortunate enough to have been born in an age of great possibilities, an age of amazing technologies, of great wealth, and of limitless human potential. Now, the solutions to many of our world's pressing problems, including problems like hunger, poverty, and disease, would have plagued humankind since before the dawn of history, are within reach. Most of these solutions could be accelerated through the creation of a new economic order that includes the powerful tool of social business. In a world that seems to be creating more and more depressing news every day, we can create an outburst of hope, demonstrating that the indomitable human spirit need never yield to frustration and despair. The purpose of human life on this planet is not merely to survive, but to live on it with grace, beauty, and happiness. It is up to us to make it happen. We can create a new civilization based not on greed, but on a full range of human values." And look at him, he says, "Let's begin today." That's a little write-up on him. Muhammad Yunus, a native of Bangladesh, was educated at Dhaka University and was awarded a Fulbright scholarship to study economics at Vanderbilt University. In 1972, he became head of the economics department of Chittagong University. He is the founder of Grameen Bank and the father of microcredit, an economic movement that has helped lift millions of families around the world out of poverty. He is also the father of social business. Yunus and Grameen Bank are winners of the 2006 Nobel Peace Prize. That's Muhammad Yunus for you. Look at that. Great person.